Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield. Thank you for joining us again this week as we come at you with another dealer webinar. Today I have some exciting news for you. We are happy to expand our product line yet again with a top storage manufacturer. That's right, Broadfield is now your source for LaCie storage solutions. LaCie is really making a major push into video and content creators and the VAR market that we specialize in. So we are going to bring in a ton of their drives, have a lot of inventory, and be able to fulfill all of your LaCie storage needs. So let's start with kind of the orange drives that LaCie has really gained their popularity for, and that is the Rugged series hard drives like this guy right here. The Rugged series is now available in several different models, with their newest being the Thunderbolt and USB-C solution. They also have a Thunderbolt USB 3. They have a Rugged RAID, which is two drives raided together so you can hook it up to a Thunderbolt or USB 3 in a RAID 0 configuration. And then they have the USB-C only version of the Rugged. I should point out also that the Thunderbolt and USB-C version is available with both hard disk spinning disks and SSD drives, either a 500 gigabyte or a 1 terabyte SSD built into these Ruggeds. So the newest version of the Rugged drive is the Thunderbolt and USB-C, which is available in either a 2, 4, or 5 terabyte. The SSD model is either the 500 or the 1 terabyte, and it has an integrated Thunderbolt cable built right into it. It is IP54 rated, water resistant, all-terrain use, has a ton of crush resistance, and a 3-year warranty. We're going to talk a little bit more later on about the LaCie warranty and what LaCie brings to the table. As you know, LaCie is a division of Seagate Technology, so not only are you getting very reliable enterprise-class Seagate drives in the LaCie solutions, but you're also getting a strong warranty backed by a major manufacturer. The LaCie Rugged drives, Thunderbolt and USB-C, start at just under $200 and again are available in several different sizes. The LaCie Rugged RAID right now is available in a 4 terabyte size only, so it's two 2 terabyte drives that you can RAID together in either a RAID 0 or a RAID 1. In a RAID 0 you will get up to 240 megabytes per second, more than enough for most editing applications and for HD video. The big thing that we're excited about in the LaCie product line is their newest drive, which is the 2-big dock that you see pictured right here. In addition to the 2 drives built into this 2-big, the dock is kind of new and revolutionary in the storage game. This drive is a Thunderbolt 3 interface and has a connection up front for both a compact flash card reader and an SD card reader, as well as a USB 3 port right here on the front. This drive is capable of getting up to 480 megabytes per second sustained transfer, enough for most 4K video workflows. The drives are available in up to 20 terabytes, and they start at $699 MSRP. Because it is Thunderbolt 3, you get Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C connectivity, and it actually can be daisy-chained and support multiple drives and multiple devices. I also want to point out, and we'll go into this a little bit more detail later, but any of the Thunderbolt 3 products that we're talking about on a Mac, you can add Thunderbolt 2 compatibility by using the Apple Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 adapter. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but it is important to realize that Mac editors will have that backwards compatibility just by getting that inexpensive adapter from Apple directly. So the 2-big dock is available in either the 8 terabyte model at $699, 12 terabyte at $849, 16 terabyte at $1049, and 20 terabyte at $1299. These are backed by LaCie's 5-year warranty and are all outfitted with Seagate Iron Wolf drives built into the unit itself. High quality enterprise class storage. The 5-in-1 docking station gives you the ability to read from an SD card integrated right into it, as well as the compact flash card. It gives you the ability to charge through the USB 3, And you can even hook up additional readers right to this USB port up here. So if you have a CFast reader that goes to a USB 3, you can plug that into the front to get maximum flexibility. If your desktop workstation is under your desk, under your table, you put this drive on the top and you have convenient use to all of these different ports and all of your storage. It really is a huge benefit in a workflow environment where you want to access your media quickly and easily. The LaCie RAIDs are also available in a 6-bit and 12-bit configuration. This is the 12-bit model that you see here. Now the 6-bit and 12, the dock, I should say, with the card reader is on the 2-bit only, but the RAIDs are 2-bit, 5-bit, 2-bit, 6-bit, and 12-bit, with the biggest difference being the amount of flexibility that you get from those RAID solutions. So the 6-bit and 12-bits are all going to have 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, easy for daisy chaining. It's going to have a USB 3.1 port and the ability to set up a hardware RAID in any RAID you can imagine, including 0, 1, 5, 6, 50, or JBOD. Okay? We're going to talk about the LaCie RAID Manager software, which is really the secret sauce that makes these drives work. But let's also talk about the redundant fans in them, the enterprise class Seagate Iron Wolf drives, and a 5-year warranty on both the 6-bit and the 12-bit. The 6-bit models are available up to a 60 terabyte, so anywhere from a 12 terabyte starting at just under $2,000 to a 60 terabyte at $5,000, or the 12-bit models are available starting at $5,000 with a 48 terabyte version, or 120 terabytes in one unit for just under $10,000. The biggest advantage of the 6-bit Thunderbolt 3 is the ability to add up to 60 terabytes of storage, which transfer rates up to 1,400 megabytes per second. That is more than enough transfer to handle all 4K workflows. You can get the RAID 5 redundancy and still keep your transfer rates at 1,200 megabytes per second. Dual Thunderbolt 3 ports and USB-C give you daisy chaining and flexibility to use the RAIDs along with other USB or Thunderbolt devices. The 12-bit is going to give you the same flexibility, but now with more drives, you can increase your transfer rates to up to 2,600 megabytes per second, editing up to 6K video footage. The 12-bit also gives you some additional flexibility that we'll talk about in just a moment with the LaCie RAID Manager software. Not only can I RAID this entire solution across all 12 drives, I can actually cut it in half and treat this as if it was 2 6-bit modules side by side next to each other. The LaCie RAID Manager software is an easy-to-use software interface that's included with all the LaCie 2-bit models. The RAID Manager software runs great on both PC and Mac and allows you to easily format these drives for the computer and workstation that you're using. No longer worrying about what format the drive comes pre-formatted into. The RAID Manager is super easy to use and allows you to set these drives up in the RAID configuration that you want for the operating system that you're using very quickly and easily. In this slide here, we're showing you the way that you can select the different RAID formats across the drive. So the first thing I'm going to do in a 6-bit, as you see here in the picture, is choose the drives that I want to RAID, and then I'm going to choose the level that I want to RAID them at. So in a 6-bit configuration, I can take the first 4 drives, set them up in a RAID 5 configuration, giving me the storage of 3 drives, with the indexing on the 4th drive to protect my data in any case of a drive failure. And then I can take the next 2 drives, set them up as their own RAID 0, and have a high-speed backup solution. And I have total flexibility in how I can do this. I can also take those separate 2 drives, set them up as a RAID 1, store my photos and media to one of those drives, and know that they're being backed up 100% in a true redundant RAID solution with the RAID 1 configuration. Obviously, with a 12-bit, you get even more flexibility. I can break this baby up into into 3 4-drive RAIDs, 6 2-drive RAIDs. I could take the top 6 drives, RAID them one way, and take the other 6 and RAID them totally separately. So you get a lot of flexibility, and it really allows you to look at this tower however you'd like, either as one big tower and one big solution, or as several different storage solutions that's only requiring one connection and one port. The LaCie RAID Manager gives you that virtual capability. In addition to setting up your RAID across these drives, the RAID Manager will also let you prioritize some of the tasks of what you're doing. So in case of a drive failure, where I take this out and I pop in a new drive and now I'm ready to go, I need to rebuild the information on that drive. I can move my slider under the rebuild to give it a low priority while I continue to work on the rest of my drives. When I'm done working, I can move that slider up to high to rebuild the information to that drive and to rebuild my RAID very quickly and easily. The RAID Manager also gives you a dashboard control panel with all of the notifications, warnings, and monitoring so you can check the health of your RAID at any time. If you have any questions or would like a demo of the RAID Manager, just contact your Broadfield salesperson, Rich, Dan, John, or Angel. We'd be happy to get you set up with some tutorial videos or even work on a presentation with LaCie directly to get into some of the more nitty-gritty on that RAID Manager software. Another great thing about these 2 big RAIDs is if you start getting into the 5-big, 6-big, or 12-big models, you want to be able to protect these but still bring them with you out on location or out into the field or to different studios. They do have custom-cut Pelican cases available for the 5-big, 6-big, and 12-big models. These Pelican cases have all the strength and protection of all Pelican cases, but are cut out to not only handle the RAIDs, but to handle some of the rugged drives in there as well. In addition to the rugged drives, the 2 big dock, and the big RAIDs, we will also be stocking and carrying the LaCie D2 drives. The D2 drives now offer both Thunderbolt 3 and USB 3 connectivity. They give you transfer rates up to 240 megabytes per second and are available in sizes all the way up to 10 terabytes. Very flexible, quite a few things to choose from. With the LaCie D2 LaCie D2 drives, you get a single large volume drive in a Seagate Iron Wolf Enterprise class storage with a 6 terabyte at 429, 8 terabyte at 529, or a 10 terabyte at 639. So I talked to you before about the warranty that LaCie has to offer, but now kind of newly announced at NAB is with that warranty, they are also protecting all of them drives with a rescue data recovery service. So any of the D2 Pro drives, the rugged drives, and the big RAIDs are now you're now getting included coverage on data recovery and data rescue. The 12-bit Thunderbolt 3 all the way down to the D2 drives are including 5-year data recovery. If something should happen to that drive, Seagate is going to take your LaCie drive and restore and rebuild and get that data back to you by all means possible. The rugged Thunderbolt USB-C and the rugged USB-C have a 3-year and a 2-year data recovery service respectively. I also should point out that we will be stocking and carrying the LaCie Porsche Design drives as well, which are great laptop drives available in all sorts of different colors to match the new MacBooks and MacBook Pro systems, and are really a favorite for the people that are looking for a slim, easy-to-use mobile storage solution. 1 terabyte drive starting at just $89 and going all the way up to 8 terabytes with the Porsche Design modules available. So I told you before about taking these Thunderbolt 3 solutions and using them on a Mac. The new Macs have Thunderbolt 3 built into them. Some of the older Mac Pro trash cans and the older Macs have Thunderbolt 2. You can take a Thunderbolt 3 solution and make it backwards compatible with Thunderbolt 2 using the Apple Thunderbolt 2 adapter, which is available directly from Apple for just $49. So for $49, you get that backwards compatibility in your drive, but you still get all of the advantages of having the Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C connectivity. So now when you upgrade your workstation, you can connect that faster Thunderbolt 3 connection right to it. Unfortunately, there are no adapters that we know of at this time, or I should say that we recommend for PC workstations. So if you're using something like an HP Z-Series workstation with Thunderbolt 2, you want to stick to the Thunderbolt 2 connectivity. If you're getting a new workstation that has Thunderbolt 3, like the HP ZBooks, where they've already started using the Thunderbolt 3 on the mobile workstations, then you can go with the LaCie Thunderbolt 3 solutions to connect directly to those. The LaCie price sheets are available now from your Broadfield salespeople. Call Rich, Dan, John, or Angel. We can get you all the pricing, information, marketing images, and specs to get all these LaCie products added to your catalog and to your website. If you have any questions, give us a call at 800-634-5178. I'm Jim at extension 1110, but your salespeople can help you out as well. We'll see you again next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for our next dealer webinar. Thanks for joining us.